And welcome to the Tried It podcast, where we discuss all things from millennial struggles to relationships and love and everything in between. I'm Maya.
I'm Jade.
And I'm Kadisha.
This episode we thought it would be good to discuss like love languages and everything to do with that, because Kadisha actually sent into the group chat this love language test. And if you're single, or if you're a couple, or like there was loads of different options. Basically, you answer a load of questions, and it will tell you what are the five. Is it five?
There's 5 different love languages.
Yeah. What kind of importance they are to you, and what you kind of respond to the most in different terms of love languages.
Yeah, I think it rates out of 10. So across the 5, it will give you like a 9 for words of affirmation and a 6 for acts of service. So we all took the test, and we just wanted to discuss our results and talk about how love languages affect our daily routine, our interactions with other people, how we show affection to others, and how we also like to receive love and affection, and how we understand it.
I think it's really important because like before I didn't even know about love languages until like you guys were talking about them one time.
Really?
And it's true because I mean, I was in a relationship and I feel like we had such different like love languages kind of thing. So they were always buying me gifts, like which is like, you know, great. Like I was like, thanks, but for me, like that's not what made me feel like loved. Like that's just not what, I don't know. And I almost felt like, what am I so unappreciative? Like what is it? Like you know, I should be happy with this. And it was also from his point of view, he was thinking, I'm buying her all these amazing expensive gifts, like what the hell is going on here? Like she doesn't even care at the end of the day. Because for me, you don't even have to do all of that though, do you know what I mean? Like you could just tell me like the nicest words, or do something small, like make me some freaking origami, and the fact that you sat there and like made origami for me is like so cute, rather than you going and spending your money, do you know what I mean?
And the way that your love languages work, what might work for you to show love is not necessarily how it works for you to get love back.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Interesting. That's interesting.
So let's read out what they are.
Okay, so the first one is words of affirmation. Yeah, the second one, acts of service, so like doing kind things, like if you need help with something, isn't it? Like, so say you're stressed on a project, like someone that would like offer help with that or something like that. Quality time, so like not being on their phone, like paying attention to you, like just having one good one-on-one time. Receiving gifts, pretty self-explanatory, and like physical touch. So I mean,
also self-explanatory.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I was up there. I got 9 for words of affirmation, which I think was. I feel like this test was actually pretty accurate, because for me, like
the questions are
before you read your actual results, what do you think that you would? What order do you think yours would come in?
I did think that the words of affirmation would be at the top.
So you like to hear Jade, I love you so much.
Not necessarily
You're so beautiful
that.
today.
No,
You're
not
the only
that.
girl I want. I'm not seeing anyone else.
More,
I really want to see you tomorrow.
Is this doing it for
you? No.
Oh.
It's more like if someone was to just say like, I think you like. Let me think of what. But I think it's more like if someone was to just say like, wow, like I'm looking at you as a person, I really like who you are, and like you really interest me, like you're really open-minded, I really appreciate you, like, you know, when someone just gets really deep and it's just like really nice, I really appreciate you as a person, and like the way that you are like is amazing to me. Like if someone would say that to me, I would literally be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like trying to be saying like, oh I love you and you're great, that's one thing, yeah, but I feel like actually like when someone's looking at you as like a person, like as an individual, like I don't know, I can't explain.
You would love this bit on You, Me and Her, because the guy who's like a character in it, he always says to his girlfriends, I see you, and he says their real whole name. So imagine someone saying to you like, I see you, Jade Biner.
I would just read that as in like, I see you.
So you wouldn't feel that like, I see you.
No, I would. Obviously, if it was in that context, yeah, I would like that, yeah. But I probably would if it was just text and written. I'd be like,
oh no, he does it in person and he holds your hand while he does it.
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
That would not work for me, but that shows that's a direct thing.
As long as they were, if I felt they were genuine, do you know what I mean? You can't just be, you know what I mean? It's like a sleaze bag, but you know, if I felt like they were really genuine, someone I love, like that'd be great.
Okay, cool. So
and also, I think your love languages are different towards like family and friends, and then your love interest partner.
Yeah.
Because Yeah, carry on doing your results.
And physical touch was last, which is definitely me. Like I really like my personal space.
What number was it?
It was 3. I just was
Oh
not.
my God.
No, I just don't really
Don't
like.
touch me, bitch. Have you seen that video?
No,
I wouldn't.
You haven't?
Oh, I'm slacking this
Oh
time.
my
Like,
God,
it's
that's
like
like a
another
little-
level.
It's like a little. He looks like a little Indian boy, but he's obviously from the Caribbean. And some woman's like trying to tickle him, and he's like, "Don't touch me, bitch." It's so funny.
Oh my God, that's
I'm
me.
gonna find it and post it because
There's
you
this
guys
one
need
bit,
to
if you've
see
seen
that.
the new Lion King, yeah, there's this one bit where these like 2 hyenas are playing whatever, and he's like, can you just, there's one that's always
Oh,
like,
yeah.
can you just get away from me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
can you just
yeah.
give me my space? Like, that's me. I was literally like that.
Yeah, you
Like,
do say that a lot. She always says that about personal space. And
Like, yeah, I just don't like to be like, just hugging loads and just like, I just like to have my personal space, you
What's
know,
your
like
thoughts on
holding
PDA?
hands and. I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't know. It's alright. I get it if you want to do it, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, you doing it.
I mean,
That's your thoughts.
it depends. Sometimes it's actually really nice, but I just think that,
So would you hold hands and walk down the street,
yeah.
or does he need to like be 2 centimeters away from you?
No, like no, it's fine. Like holding hands is fine, I think. But just, you know, when you're just constantly hugging and just constantly needing to touch and just like,
So
I don't
no
need that
cuddling
all
on
the
the
time.
sofa to watch Netflix.
Yeah, if it's like, you know, an occasion like I'll like, you know, cuddle up to you to watch Netflix, but I mean not for too long. Like I kind of might after a while be like, all right, let me just sit comfortably now. 'Cause it's not always that comfortable to be like snuggled up into someone all the time. Like I just
Yeah,
need a
but when
bit
you
of
like
room.
touch, that discomfort is
Yeah.
comfort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
don't
not
care if my
me.
neck is crooked.
Oh,
Oh,
see,
staying.
I say that every
see,
day.
I'm just thinking I don't want to be in this position right now. Like, let me just be comfy. We love each other. Let's just, you know, we don't need that. Let
Have
me
you
be
seen that
comfy.
bit in 21 Jump Street when he's like, see, I want this, but I don't want this. And it's literally like he's holding hands, but he just wants to hold it a bit. Like, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be in it.
Yeah. that's
I
really
love that film. It's a brilliant film.
And then the second one, it was like the biggest. I don't know why I've done it in this order, but anyway. The second one was I got a 6 for acts of service. Like someone, if I'm really stressed out about something, and like someone goes out of their way to help me, and like actually thinks like, how can I help you? How can I help you be like less stressed or something? I think that's just so sweet. Like especially if they're busy doing something and they take time out of their day to like, help you. Like that just means like the world to me. Just the fact that someone would like care enough to put themselves out for you. Quality time is really important to me as well. That was like a 6, because if you're on your phone, if we're out to dinner and you're on your phone all the time, like I do get mad, because I get it if you want a quick text and you're like, sorry, 1 second, like let me do that. But like if you're just sitting there, you can see me. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you, and you're just on your phone. Like, am I an idiot? Am I that boring that like you can't even have a conversation with me? Like that really gets to me. And I think it's important to have quality time where you actually sit and have a proper conversation and like actually spend good time together, because you can be around each other but not actually like appreciating each other. So obviously I think that's really important. And then I got receiving gifts a 6, because for me it's not so much the gift, it's more
That you've thought
the thought
about
of it. Yeah, so as I said, like if you don't want to make me something like that you think I would like a Baby Bell cover thing, like a little I swear I would be like, oh. But yeah, receiving gifts, or like say you were in Tesco and you saw something that made you think of me, like that's cute.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that.
What about you guys?
You do yours.
Okay, so no surprise for me. The first one where I got 10 was
10.
Yeah, acts of service.
Oh yeah.
Like I love people doing shit for me. Like if you do, because it's not like I need you to do it because I can't do it. It's like you are relieving me of a responsibility. Who doesn't love that? Do you know what I mean? I love that. That's so good. The next one for me, which surprised me, number 9, is words of affirmation. Like I don't feel like I need that, but apparently according to this I do. Like I maybe I don't need it, but I do enjoy it. But it's about being recognised. I like to feel noticed for what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? I like to know that like you've seen I've done that. Cool. I appreciate that. Quality times 4, because again, like being on your phone and stuff, like I'm not a person
That's
that
low.
needs to, yeah, 4, but it's next to that. But I don't need to have constant stuff with you. Like if you're doing your thing and you're busy, I completely understand that. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to feel any way about that. Like I can not see you for 2 weeks and still love you the same. I always say that, but people can't handle that. People need to see you a lot more, and I struggle with that because I'm busy.
Yeah.
Honestly, it literally is that. 4 for me as well is receiving gifts, which I'm surprised at, because I actually thought that would be lower. I thought that would be my lowest one. But receiving gifts, like you said, it's not, I don't need to spend loads of money on me. It's not that. It's like I like to know that I cropped up in your thoughts whilst you were in Asda or whilst you were getting some milk, and you're like, oh Myra, and I like that. That's like again thinking of me. I'm the centre of your world. And then lastly was physical touch, which is surprising. Because, but you know what? These questions was like, would you rather this or this?
Yeah, it was
and
hard
out
to
of
pick.
that, I would rather the other. So
Yeah.
that's maybe the reality of it. Like, I like
What did you get for it? Physical?
3.
3? Oh.
Yeah, but physical touch is not like sex or like getting a rub down. It's literally like it could literally just be me sat here like this.
Yeah.
Like me sat here like this. Oh, I've got my hand on her shoulder, by the way.
For all of our non-subscribers who are snakes.
If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, please go and subscribe so you can watch me doing all of this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's like me. It's like me literally sitting here, just my hand on your shoulder makes you know that I know that you're still in the room. I appreciate you, and I just want to touch you. You obviously don't like that because I feel like you want to shake my hand off. Right
Oh,
now.
see, I could not deal with that. I'd be like,
Yeah. But I love a hug. Don't I love a hug?
Yeah, but a hug is like you could hug a stranger.
Yeah, but I prefer a hug to a kiss on the cheek. I hate kiss on the cheek.
Yeah,
and
me
that's the
too.
message
Ew.
for everyone. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just do the French pretend.
Yeah, what about those?
Even that, I hate, because why are we pretending then? Do you know what I mean?
Because
If you can kiss on the cheek, if it's like, I haven't seen you in ages, even then I don't like it. I actually don't like it. I don't like my mum kissing me on the, I just don't like it. Hug, you can tell so much from a person when you hug them. And and even as like, when you get along with someone more, the hugs become stronger. And I love
that hugging aspect is your whole point. That's it. Just a hug. That's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. That's why I really got 3 on that. Because it's just hug. And I don't need constant, like, I don't need that. I really don't. Because it's just that. I'm surprised though, because I wasn't a person that thought I needed my personal space like that, but evidently I do.
What about you,
Go
Keisha?
on.
I don't know. Where's my phone?
Okay.
So before I took the test, I had an idea what mine might be because I like to think I know myself. It wasn't out of 10 because I got 11 for my top one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What's it out of then? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
there's just like a certain number
Oh,
of
it
points
says highest
and
score
they'll
is
assign-
12.
Oh, okay.
So it's out of 12. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, 11. So my number 1 is quality time.
Okay.
And I knew it would be because I can be very needy, like in a relationship, and not needy in the sense that like I need to see you 24 hours a day, every day.
You just
Although
need that
although I
time.
would like that as well, but that's not what I mean. It's just like if you tell me, Sunday I'm busy all week, but Sunday is
It's
your
your
day.
day, yeah.
I'm coming to see you. We're just gonna chill. And then if you come on that Sunday, my entire week is made. If you come on that Sunday and then you're like distracted, you're on your phone, you're doing other things, but you're here, but you're not here with me.
You're not
do you know what I mean?
present.
You've made me wait till Sunday and you're still not in the room. That's, oh God. Yeah, that sends me over the edge. So I really adore quality time. And as well, because I think as well, maybe it might be down to me like living by myself. So I spend a lot of time by myself. So when I am with the people that I love and care for, I like to be in that moment with them and like be there together and just enjoy that moment because I'm only here for the moment. Like I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So when I'm leaving, like I feel like, oh yeah, I've got my daily dosage of that
fix.
person. Yeah, so that's why quality time is my number 1. Next one is words of affirmation, which is a 7. I thought that one would be maybe in the middle somewhere, not necessarily second, but I can see why, because it's not often I hear nice things. Does that make sense? Like, you know when people say you should check on your strong friend, like people just assume, like people don't really say, oh, I'm proud of you, you do really well. Like obviously whenever somebody says I'm proud of you, it's like a big ego boost to me because I don't hear it very often.
And you feel seen.
And then when they do say it, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, and then I start questioning myself, like, what have I even done? Like, why do you feel proud of me? But people do say it to me, like, oh, you know, you're 25, you've done this, you moved here, you did that, I'm so proud of you. And I just like,
And you're like,
So
actually,
I do like to have words of affirmation. It's not necessarily like, I do like to hear I love you and like things like that. Just like tell me, like actions is just not always enough. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't. Some people though will not think that saying like they need to say it or to say nice. Even things like, oh, you look really nice today. Like I just like to hear things like that.
Since we've all got that for number 2, maybe we should every day in our group chat just have a little.
Because
we all want it.
Yeah,
We do all want it.
And
And that's the message for anyone else out there as well.
Yeah.
Do it to your
say
mates.
something
honestly.
nice to somebody because you could literally make their day.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you guys compliment strangers?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love compliment
I
strangers.
always do it.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm on the canal, cycling anywhere. I swear that is like the hotspot for good outfits.
Yes, it's
I
always
see
with the clothes. I always
so
be like,
many
I love
women
it.
wearing lovely clothes, and I always stop, screech on my bike with those brakes, helmet askew, and
They probably think that you're about to rob them.
no, because it's broad day and I've got a purple bloody bike, and I say, I'm so sorry, where did you get that from? And they'll be so taken aback, and you can see like the shock, but then love on their face, and, they're like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, honestly, and then they'll just be like, oh, it's just from ASOS, or wherever the fuck it's from,
Yeah.
and it's just lovely, and I just love that shit.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I complimented a woman on her hair the other day. She was like going grey, but like in one patch only, and it looked so sick. I was just like, your hair's so nice. And she was like, oh, thank you.
So cute.
Yeah. Third, I have physical touch, which I knew that is a 6. So again,
Really?
yeah, like
So you like this?
I love it.
Aww,
Not from you.
my-
Not from you. But like, if I'm just like on the sofa and then like
You want someone to like come up?
my boyfriend will just sit next to me and just put his arm around me. Oh,
Aww.
Yeah, I
I
like
love
that.
it. Or just put his hand on my leg, just like, because that lets me know that although
It's a
we're
bit
both
reassuring.
we're sat, like I don't need to be sat on your lap, but we're sat together. But you still want to be close to me, even though we're sat together.
Mm.
And I also like to do it. Like I just might stroke it here or stroke. I love stroking the back of it. Neck.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I love that as well.
Then next I have acts of service, which is quite low. It's a 3, and I think this is because
You
I'm
like
just
to do it
I'm a
yourself.
do-it-myself bitch. So
Annoyingly so.
So I like to do things myself. So when people offer to do things to help me, either number one, I think I will just do it quicker and better by myself. Or number 2, you know they say if you want something done, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Or if you want something done properly, do it yourself. So I just prefer to just do things myself and get it done. I do like the gesture of offering sometimes, which is probably where those little 3 points came from. But I don't actually want you to do it. So yeah, I'm not really here for acts of service. But although things like would like making me breakfast, like you wake up first and then you make me breakfast, that would be an act of service, no?
Yeah, but your act of service, like for me, my act of service is because you've relieved me of that. It's not because you've done it in like a special way and like I want you to do it instead of me because then you love me. I just don't want to do it myself. So for you, the breakfast thing isn't because of that, is it? It's
No.
breakfast because they've thought of you.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
even really acts of service. It's more like acknowledgement.
But you've done something for me. Yeah. So, and then lastly is receiving gifts, which is number 3 again. I don't really like to receive things because I feel like
You're gonna get it wrong.
no, I feel like people have a hold over me when they get me
you
things.
feel like
I,
you need to get
yeah.
me back for them
yeah,
sometime, and like,
yeah, and then
like you owe them kind of.
exactly, and I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, me neither.
Unless it's like you said, you're in Tesco. Like I've mentioned this on a previous episode. I used to have this boyfriend, and I really loved skills. And anytime he'd come and see me, he would always bring me skills, and I really loved that, and I really appreciated that. Simple things like that, because I will literally be in a shop, and I might not even be seeing you today, but as I'm in the shop, I'm going to get you this because I know I'm going to see you tomorrow. And I know that you really love Milky Way, which is a dead chocolate. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, so I might just pick you up this today to give it to you tomorrow because I thought of you in that moment. So things like that I really appreciate, but anything else like gift wise, don't like if not to say don't buy me a bag, do that, but that's not going to get me off. Just spend time with me, like quality time. That's for me, I think.
I just it's really cute when they do an activity with you that they know that you would like. Do you know what I mean?
I love that. Yeah,
it's
putting
so
yourself out for
cute.
me is outstanding. That's like one Hannah.
I think that comes under quality time then, no?
That could be like an act of service in a way.
True.
Or like, you know, when someone is like makes a fool of themselves for you, or like does something silly to make you laugh. I find that cute.
Yeah. I think whoever I am next date or see, I'm gonna get them to do that test because it's so important to be compatible with people, and you don't realize that if your love languages are completely like, imagine mine go in that order and theirs goes like the flip reverse. How the hell would that work? Because
you just have to get used to each other's different love languages and treat each other differently, isn't it?
And don't you think you can tell without doing the test?
Do
you think you can tell without doing the test? Like after a few times, like after a bit of seeing them, you can know which is really gonna.
Yes and no. I think yeah, you could probably categorize it yourself in your head, but to see it because you were shocked by yours, which means that what you expected and you want it, but you didn't comprehend it to be that way. So they might not even understand why they do things certain way. They might, you might think, like I might have thought yeah, I'd love to receive a gift, but mine is all the way at the bottom, so I
Yeah.
obviously don't.
Yeah.
So I might say, yeah, I'd love to receive a gift, and then they keep giving me gifts, and I'm like,
Still
okay,
pissed off.
exactly. So I think I need to know what theirs is so that it can be. I think theirs would need to be similar to mine, because otherwise, when I'm always wanting to spend all this quality time, you're gonna think, but I just bought you a fucking phone case.
Yeah.
I just bought you this, or I just took you this place yesterday. Why do you need to see me again? And they're not gonna get it exactly, and then we're always gonna clash. And I think now knowing what my things are, even though I had an idea, and seeing it written out, I can blatantly see that like certain people I've been with in the past, they're not on that vibe, which is why obviously it's not worked out. My ex in particular, obviously I knew I love quality time, and we also lived far, and at one point we was together and I moved back to Leicester, and that was hard work, but I would like come back to London once a week. So now I'm in London once a week, I would get to look forward to that every week.
Of course.
And obviously because I've come all the way from Leicester, I would get that whole weekend with him, so I would really appreciate that, and I would appreciate the fact that he's taken the time out of his week to have that weekend for me, because we can't see each other. And even when I did move back to London, he was in North London, I was in South London, which is basically like me still living in Leicester. So it was hard. So whenever he would make the time to see me, I would really appreciate it. But then it became a chore, like you said, because his love language was like, when I see you, I'll take you out. That's something nice. You need to appreciate that. And it's like, no, I'd rather you just come and sit and stare in each other's face. Like, I would literally rather that. So, yeah, it's important.
Yeah, no, I do hear that.
But then how can you want quality time, but you'd also be happy with seeing them all the time?
Because it's quality time.
But all the time can't be quality time.
Why not? Are you with me? I'm with you. As in, like, if you come, not necessarily, like, I would just like to see, not all the time as in 24 hours a day, literally, but, like, if I knew that I could see you for 1 hour every evening, that's still quality time, because there's 24 hours in a day. So I've still got to wait 23 hours till the next time I see you. And I'm counting. So when you come, I'm, like, looking forward to it. And then in that hour, we spend the time, we do whatever, we chill, and then we do it again tomorrow, because there's 23 hours in the middle that you're going to forget about me. So we need to, jumpstart that and bring it back to life. No?
Okay, fine.
You don't see it?
No, I don't, but if you do, that's all that counts.
Yeah. And and it can come across as needy, but it's not.
But I don't see how
because
it can,
I don't need anything from you but for you to be here with me.
Yeah.
Or like, you got to be there. Don't worry, I'll come.
But the thing is, the reason it can't be needy from you is because you're so self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So if you were a person that was like all over the place and you needed this, then yes, that's needy. But because you've got your whole shit patterned, but I think that can also
But for somebody who's very busy in life and that's just not their vibe, again, like if somebody's busy all the time, or say I find somebody who has to work away all the time, that's just not going to work for me.
Yeah.
Because I need to see you. And do you guys not feel like out of sight, out of mind? Because I feel like the longer you don't see me, you're just going to like forget about me. But then you're saying I cannot see you for 2 weeks and still love you the same.
Yeah, the quality time. Yeah, see, I feel like I could do that. I could not see them a lot. Because then when you do see them,
that's what I mean.
you spend such good quality time with each other. Like,
but you might not.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, then that's when you know there's an issue.
No,
if
it's
the
not.
only time you see each other, then it's not good time together. Then like, what's the point?
No, because let me give you an example. With me and my boyfriend, when he was away for 11 weeks and he'd come back at weekends, that was stress, because I would obviously look forward to that time and I'd be like, all right, yeah, and as would he, but because emotions are high and you've got to fit a lot into whatever, that one weekend, most of the time we'd end up arguing because there's pressure and you're like, but it doesn't mean I love you any less, or, it's just the situation right now is that he would really struggle. Like, even now, if like we're apart, he struggles because I can literally, like, if I know I've got a busy few days coming up, I cannot call and not text. But I love him the same, there's no doubt. But
That's
then when he speaks to me, he'll be like, oh, nice to know you know I exist or whatever. But
that's me.
But I don't understand.
And that comes across as needy, but it's not.
It's not needy. I don't get it. But because I'm in a relationship and I care about you, I accept now. So I know now, 3 years in, I need to, even if I know I'm going to be busy or whatever, I make provisions so that I know I have got to text you no matter what, just to be like, hey babe, by the way, going to be busy, I will call you this time and I've got to call you that time. Because otherwise he'll get pissed off. But that's me. That's not my love language. I'm recognising that's yours.
Yeah.
So we've got to meet in the middle now. But with mine is lots of acts of service, and that's hard for him because he's just like you. Like, he does like to do things on his own. So he doesn't understand why I'd want you to do it for me. So it's difficult.
It is.
It is really hard, honestly. And another thing, you said that it's different. Your love language with your partner and your family. How does it differ with your family?
So I feel like with my family, not that I don't want to spend quality time with them. That sounds crazy. I feel like with my family, it's less of a quality time thing and more of a words of affirmation thing, because like I said, I don't really hear it often, and coming from like a stranger who doesn't even know me is nice to hear, but coming from people who've seen the development and they've seen me grow and they know me then, they know me now, they see what's happening, it just means a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because that's like, if I walk out in the street and somebody says, oh, nice shoes, but like, okay, thanks, they are nice shoes, but then my family's known how hard I've had to work to get these shoes, and they're like, do you know what I mean? It just means a bit more. But with quality time, like I can be with my family and be on my phone, but just be cool with them being in the room. Like we don't need to be interacting.
You don't crave that.
I don't crave that from
eye.
them, which is weird. I don't know why. Now I'm saying it out loud. I'm not sure why that is.
Maybe because arguments might start, or because you often argue.
Not necessarily.
Because when it's your partner, you want them to make you feel like special, like you are like,
Maybe yeah. But yeah, when I'm with my family, like quality time is. I just it's not the same as in a relationship. Like I do like to spend time with my family, but I can also not. And like with my family, I cannot see you for 3 months and I still love you the same. But with my man, I need to see you yesterday. I need to see you today. I need to see you tomorrow.
That's so funny.
Yeah. What else do I like from my family? I also like gifts from my family. I do like gifts. Like if my mum, like my mum is the type of person that will go out and she'll see something and think of me. Like I really like personalized stuff. Like I love things with like a K on it or my whole name or whatever. And my mum's aware of this now as I've obviously grown and she's seen me. So one time I went back, and this was for no reason, and Vaseline was doing like
I remember
an
that.
era where they were putting like names on tubs. And obviously I only go back to Leicester every so many months or whatever, like if there's a reason for me to go back because it's an expensive journey. But I went back and she was like, oh, I'll got you something. And it was like a Vaseline tub with my name on it. And that was like, oh, like she's thought of me. She's not only thought of me to get me that, but she's also thought about what I like and put my name on it. And I haven't even used the Vaseline in the tin. That's how much I cherish it. Like, I know. Do you know how many times that Vaseline is like melted and hardened up again because of the weather?
That is
but
so
yeah, I've still got it. And things like when I had my knee surgery, she went out and she was like doing food shopping, and in the shopping centre they were doing teddy bears with like a little bandana around its neck, and she got me one with my name on it. And she went food shopping and she came back with a teddy bear with my name on it. So things like that from my family means a lot. Like when knowing that, because I feel like in my family there's so many of us, it's hard to like show appreciation to each and every individual person. So if someone in my family said, oh hey, like my auntie for example, I spoke to her like 2 days ago and she said she bought me a ring light. And I've been saying I wanted a ring light for ages, and she's like, yeah, because I know you're doing your recordings and stuff now, and I just wanted to be a part of that and help you out and blah, blah, blah. So that to me is like, that is so nice that you've like thought about me, you've thought about why, and you've listened to, because I talk about a lot of things, so you've listened to what I wanted and what I like, and you've actually gone out and got it for me, which was just really nice. So I appreciate things like that from my family, but I would appreciate that as well from a partner, but not so much. Crazy.
I'm trying to think of me and my family as well. I think that in my family it's very easy to, like, we're together but it's not quality time. So like, we can be in the house and like, but we're not actually like hanging out. So I like to do, or especially like for my birthday, like something that we can all enjoy together and like have fun doing like together. Like an escape room, or do the crystal maze, or
yeah, we've said this before. We need to do that.
I've done an escape room before, and it was very realistic, and I was very scared. It was fun. There was a zombie. It was called Escape the Zombie. It It was really good.
I get scared though, like you saw it, Derek
It
Brown.
was scary. It was scary, yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm scared, I can't make any help because I'll be scared.
Yeah, but it's so realistic
Please
as well.
can we
And
do a
you're
scary
actually
one?
locked
It's
in
so
the
funny.
room, and this zombie's on the floor, like reaching
Oh my god,
out
please,
to like
can we
grab
do
you.
this?
And you need to,
We're doing
and
this.
every 10 minutes, the chain on the zombie gets like longer, so it can reach you.
Oh.
And if it touches you, you die. Well, you die.
Oh.
And then you can't play anymore. But the rest of the people still have to try and get out of the room. Now they're one man down. It's so fun.
I'll be so.
It's so fun, but it was hard.
Did you die?
No, I didn't die. But I wasn't much help to the group
Because you were scared.
because I was scared,
That would be me.
and I was too scared to like think about how to fix these things.
Exactly that.
But now I've got the experience and I do it again. I think I'll be better. But yeah, we
Okay,
should
then I would.
definitely do
Yeah,
that,
that'd be so fun.
Yeah, and Crystal Maze was so difficult. It was honestly like.
Did you do it?
impossible. Yeah.
Oh, sick! How was it?
It was just hard.
Was
Like
it actually?
you think that you're gonna go there and like if they're gonna make it easier, like manageable for people, but they are not playing easy. Like it is difficult.
Did you get 6 of your own people, or did they put you with strangers?
You can be put with strangers. There was like 7 or 8 of us, and we were put with 12 people, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I've been waiting to do it, but I don't have 6 people. So.
Yeah, they'll put you with people.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
It's
Me
just-
and my cousins really want to do it.
Yeah, it's just very, very tricky. You got to really think, and there's no time at all. I think that's what it is. Time limit is difficult. So with my family, I do like to. I do think it's important to spend like quality time together. I think it's just team building. It's just what builds the memories. Because I'm not going to remember that conversation that we had last Tuesday. Do you know what I mean? I really want to like do something that we're going to laugh together and the one that we can have in our memories. Yeah, I don't like any touching. I don't like hugs. None of that. I don't need any of that. Yeah. And for my family, we don't really say like I love you and stuff like that all the time. But if someone was to give me that words of affirmation, like I'm really proud of you, and like that to me like means the world. I think it's just because it's so rare. Like we just don't really talk about that kind of stuff. So on the reg, even like on my graduation, like they were like, "What time can we leave?" You know what I mean? Like, can we get out of here now? Like, I'm falling asleep here.
Oh my
I'm just like,
goodness.
oh, thanks, guys.
You know when you sorry to interrupt, but you know when you were younger and you had stuff to go to like extra school stuff or like anything outside of school, would your parents ask if other parents could take you?
I didn't really do much things outside of school. In primary school, I did a French class outside of school, and I did guitar lessons. But my primary school, I used to just go myself because it was like I used to walk to primary school myself. It was just down the road. But in secondary school, I didn't really do. But if it was something like out, not school related, but to just go to something, I was allowed to go if my uncle would drop me off and pick me up.
Because there would always there would be loads of stuff where there would be things that I could go to, but I would not even bother saying, "Can I go?" Not because of money or anything, but because they would be like, "You can go, but you got to get someone to take you," and I'd be embarrassed to ask someone, "Can you take me?" Because I'd think like, why? I'd think that they're thinking, "Why can't your parents take you?"
Yeah.
And then I specifically remember once was for film school, and it was a film school. Like we've made a film, do you know what I mean? And it's an extra thing that my parents have paid for me to do, and it was like the big thing of it, and it was all the way in central London. And then they were like, I knew already that they were going to say this. They're like, "Yeah, can you get one of them to take you? One of the other parents can." Obviously, it was my dad. "One of the other parents can take you. One of the other parents can take you." Like blah blah blah. And then I just remember sitting on them with like the train journey and that, and just being like, why couldn't you come? Do you know what I mean? Why couldn't you? But it wasn't on a weekday. It was a weekend. But it does that message that told me like you matter so little, or you're such an inconvenience that we've got. So that was one thing that I was just like.
Yeah, my parents didn't really come to anything that was school related, like any shows or anything like that. They weren't interested.
My dad would come, but he would tell me it was boring and shit.
Oh no.
I don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
I don't remember them coming. I don't even think my parents went to parents' evening. I think they just waited for the letter in the post. I don't remember them actually coming. I think they went, because obviously you have one, is it one, like 2 a year?
In secondary school, it's one every year.
One every year, yeah. They must have been to like 2, if that.
Would
and
you
not
go?
together either. One or the other. Would I go to my kids' parents' evening?
To your own one.
Huh? Oh, no. Well, for what? I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I know. So how did you know they didn't come? Because you'd just be at home on the day when you wouldn't go.
Yeah, with them in the house.
Yeah, no, they were good at parents' evening.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Jade. Go on. The difference from your score there, which was about a relationship one, to your parents' one, is, or for your family one, is that you just would prefer
More quality time, I think, of actually like doing stuff, and words of affirmation as well. But words of affirmation is big on my other one as well, so it's kind of similar in that sense. What about you? How's yours different?
Growing up, physical touch would have been a big one. Like, I would have loved for my dad to hug us. That was like a really big thing. I'd always think like I've said on other ones that I actually genuinely thought that dads didn't hug their kids because when I would see it, I'd be like, oh my god, what's that? Because our dad was like not that.
That's so sad.
I know.
And I think especially because like your mum is so that
huggy.
you can really see the difference. Because both my parents weren't like that, so I didn't really like.
Yeah, my mum was. So that's why I thought mums do it, dads don't, because she was all over it and he wasn't. And even like if you try, he'd like push you away.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's wild.
I know, and he'd push up like, stop it, grow up.
Grow up.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh my god.
But what's so funny is when I got to like teenage years, and like, you know, the stuff started happening with our family, he would say, not even to me but to my mum and that he wished he could hug me and he wished he could this, but by then I don't even want to do that now because I don't rate you.
Yeah.
But that is I think especially for men, to your daughter, physical touch is very important.
Yeah, I do think
Obviously
so.
I know how problematic that sounds because awful things happen, but I just mean like hugging your daughter and letting your daughter know that you as a man are there, and that's the standard for her to, because then she won't go for bad treatment from another man.
Yeah.
It's really important. So physical touch was definitely one for me growing up, but that's like gone now, and as you said, my mum's like so huggy and touchy that's fine. But words of affirmation, like I was saying to my mum the other day, because I did a dance class not long ago, and it's a professional dancer, my friend
Not long ago?
Kim. Yeah.
Can't imagine that. Did you record it?
Yeah, I showed you the video. Everyone laughed at it, and my brother cussed me.
Oh.
My boyfriend laughed as well. But I
Oh.
actually think I was good, and this is the story. So I showed my mum, and she was like, that is so well done, that's so good, and she like really and then my boyfriend was like, oh my god, that's so bad.
Oh
And
my
that's
gosh.
because anything academic that she like was there for and I did well at, she didn't say well done, or she didn't say I'm proud of you, because it was like, well, obviously you have to do well because I put my blood, sweat and tears. But things that she didn't nurture, like drama, creativity, like dance, even like businessy kind of things, she's like, oh my god, amazing, well done. So it's funny because my boyfriend's the other way around. Like his mum was like, oh my god, yeah, he's so smart, he did GCSEs, which to me were like, fucking hell, do you think I was, do you think I could not? Right? But anything like his drama stuff, which was amazing, she's like, yeah, when's the next one? So it's funny, like, you know, that's how.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be it for me, really. Like, words of affirmation, them saying that they're proud of me and that. But to be honest, I think mine is pretty similar, like friends and family and partner is very similar. Like I expect the same from everyone, sort of thing. Like even as a friend, if you're doing acts of service for me to relieve me of responsibilities or relieve me of stress, I love that.
Yeah.
And as a friend, I don't need you to be like cuddling me and touching me. And you know, like when you stay with your friends and they're like, shall we cuddle?
No.
You said that to me when we stayed at hers. So you're like, should we
Because
spoon?
I've been told that I'm not very touchy. Like my friend said to me, "Can we cuddle?" So then I was like, maybe I should try.
Maybe Maya's the one.
Trying to see your love language, Maya.
Yeah, I know. But I don't get that.
Yeah, with my family, I'm not really like touchy-feely and like huggy.
What about your brothers and sisters?
Oh god, no. No. I have to like force it on them that like
You hugged your brother when he came to your birthday.
Yeah, because I was so grateful that he actually came to my birthday. I was so grateful that he actually came. Like, but like naturally, we will not like really like I will hug on like high and by, but a hug for no reason is just with like family and friends. It just doesn't really come to me.
Yeah, we've had
naturally.
to really work for her hugs. I'll be honest. At the
like,
beginning, it was
with like my man, like. It's like, Kadisha, chill out now. I'm sweating. So, I know. Literally, like, even when we're sleeping, like, we could be in bed. Why are you not touching me? Why is your arm not on my arm?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what. Look at her face. She's so surprised.
Really?
Of how you are.
Yeah, I do. But then with, like when I'm with my cousins and that, we could literally see each other and we might not even hug. We might just say hi.
Yeah, but with family, you don't really, do you? Like, I have to jump on my brother and like hold him down to like try and get a hug out of him. He will not do that.
Yeah, but then it's weird. But I would say that I'm a hugger. I do like a hug to say hi and bye. But that's it.
With limits.
Yeah, and it can only last 3 seconds. Anything
Oh
else is too much.
no, I love a big hug.
Really?
Yeah.
When you hug, do you pat on the back?
I hate that. If you do that, there's no point hugging me. I hate that shit.
I do that, yeah.
Yeah,
I used
she
to do
does that
to my
all
boyfriend.
the
my
time. I even sat her down the other day and I was like, Jade, when you hug me, I don't want to feel like I'm an inconvenience.
My ex always used to get so mad. Like I would always just pat on the back because
Why
he's
do you
always
pat on the
wanting
back?
hugs, and that's I don't know. That's when you know
a
my
pat
heart.
on
I
the back
guess
feels
is in it.
forced.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
is.
like-
Do you not think it feels forced?
What, a pat on the back?
Yeah.
I just said it feels forced.
Oh, I thought you said a pat.
Yes, I don't know.
But like when you hug
I
and
just-
squeeze, it means, oh, I've missed you.
Yeah, that's what I want all the
Or
time.
when you hug and you shake left and right.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that so much. And do you know what's
Gosh.
weird? You know, just again, same as my boyfriend. Before we were going out, I used to think he was so weird because he didn't hug and he knew he had to hug, but he didn't want to. So it was like, because we were like friends, so he knew that like, when you're friends with girls, this is what you do. So he'd be like, all right, yeah. And I was like, oh. But now, oh my God, he's such a hugger. But like with his mum, he doesn't hug. He doesn't hug
Yeah.
anyone. So I never have to worry about him giving the woman a wrong idea because he doesn't hug.
That's
So I know
funny.
that won't happen. But that's just like you because I couldn't believe how, as a friend, nothing. But then when we were together, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's mad.
That's crazy.
What star sign is he?
Pisces.
Okay.
But that's a good one for us.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're Tauruses.
Okay, cool.
So, you know how you were saying about like physical touch and whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's this huge difference, again, similar to the point I just made, between sex and intimacy. I feel like intimacy is cuddling and all that
I
kind of
agree.
stuff and touching.
We should talk
and that.
about this in depth.
Yeah, this is like a step to it. This is a little teaser.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know so many boys who have sex with so many girls and they
Don't
are
kiss.
not just that, but they don't have any kind of intimacy. But
Yeah.
they think they can do intimacy, or
Yeah.
that, but you can't because
If you ask a guy, he's probably gonna say that kissing is more intimate than sex.
exactly.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, I agree with that.
which is
I get that.
What?
I get that.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we definitely need to go in depth on this.
Yeah. But before we do, if you have anything you want us to discuss when we do that episode, send it in and we can like obviously bear that in mind.
Yeah. Guys, let's do shout outs.
Yeah.
Cool.
You go first.
No.
Okay, fine. You go first.
No.
Okay, fine. I will go first. My shout out is another song. I'm on the roll with these songs. I've just been listening to Apple playlists and being informed of all these new songs, even though it's not new. I was late to the jump. It is Mist and Fredo, So High.
Oh my God, that is so old, and I'm so surprised at you because you were normally on
I
this.
know, because do you know what I didn't think I liked Fredo like that, but when I really think about it,
he grows on you.
yeah,
He does. He's
When I
a
really
grower.
think about it, wow. Have you guys seen? Anyway, no. Yeah, so that song is really good, and I really love the sample of is it Tony Braxton that they used for the background. Yeah, so that's my shout out. Mist and Fredo, So High. Jade.
I want to shout out this test. So basically, it is called, if you go on 5 lovelanguages.com and take the test there.
Send us your screenshots. Oh my God. So when you
Yeah.
get your results, screenshot them and send them to us, or post it and just hashtag tried it podcast.
Yeah, and we're going to
And
put
we'll
it on
see
Instagram as well because we
Yeah.
want to know. And plus,
Yeah.
this could change your whole relationship. Like, you
Yeah.
don't even know
Like,
what you
your
could be
future
missing.
husband might see it and he'll be like, do you know what?
Yeah, he's
I really
taking
want to
notes
give
right
this
now.
girl some quality time. And he might DM you.
Or if you're having troubles in your relationship, you think things aren't working out, you just don't get each other.
Just a
Love
subtle
language
hint.
test.
Just
And
a
you'd be like,
subtle hint.
oh, why don't you do this too?
Yeah.
Oh, you like getting gifts. Like, I like getting gifts. Like, maybe you should get me something.
Okay. That was a good
cool.
shout out. Thank you. I would like to shout out Taslima K. It's at Taslima _K_. We're going to put it in the bio. And she's this girl I know, and she's very, very cool. And she started a fashion brand, clothing brand, and it's fashion with a message. And it's luxury conscious fashion label. So it's like creating awareness on social issues through fashion, and it's all handmade here in London. So we'll put the link or the Insta handle in our bio, like with our stuff, not our bio, our caption. Oh my God, I can't speak. And yeah, I think it's really, really cool. She's got some lovely clothes on there as well.
Cool. Well,
Sounds good.
thank you guys for listening. And like I say every week, I'm not going to stop saying it until
Good,
we reach
yeah.
1 million
Thank you.
followers.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
comment, share,
Yeah, yeah,
subscribe
yeah.
on YouTube, and subscribe on the audio. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow us on our socials. Follow us at Tried It Podcast. Email us anything that you want to hear us talk about, or anything that you liked about this episode, anything you found out about yourself.
Any guests you think we should have on?
Yeah, that as well. No, we can't have your sister on just because she's your sister. Don't bother sending that in. And yeah, everyone have a great week and weekend, and we'll see you and talk to you next week.
Yeah, thank you for listening, guys.
Bye.